Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than other videos. As you all know, in the past, I have made quite a few tier list videos about all of the games I've platinumed and yada, 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 pretty much like everybody else. But today, we're going to be going through my 2024 PlayStation wrap-up, which I know a few of you have asked, and it's quite impressive if I do say so myself. You know, I'm personally proud, and you'll see why in just a few moments. But after we go through the wrap-up, I am then going to go and tier list every single game that I have platinumed in this past year. So before any of that, real quickly, we're on the wrap-up screen. As you can see, in 2024 I played 127 games. Yes, I do not have a girlfriend. Now this is all boring. First game, Alan Wake, did make a video on that and I platinumed it, but anyways, that's besides the point. Top 5 games, let's just ignore this one. Let's get to the screen that people actually care about. If you guys want to stop and look at these, feel free. Go for it. I really don't care. This is the screen that the majority of people care about. In 2024, you played, actually next screen I think is more important, but anyways, this one's important nonetheless. 2,927 hours. That's it's quite a few hours. I did 1,438 different play sessions, which means throughout the past year, I have sat down and pressed my PlayStation turn on button that many times. Yeah, the VR2, you know, we might need to get a few more hours on that in this upcoming year. Anyways, moving on. This is the screen that I meant to say. I actually think this platinum counter is off by 1. Yeah, this platinum counter should be up by 1 more, I'm pretty sure, because I just platinumed the game yesterday. Don't know if it has updated quite yet, but nonetheless, it did update. At the beginning of the month, this one was much lower, and I was a little bit sad because I knew that we would get over 100 platinums this past year. And I don't think I did a single shovelware game this entire year as well, which is pretty neat. I don't know why I can't speak. Because I know last year I did do a video where I got a bunch of like throwaway platinums for a video, which kind of nuked my statistics a little bit. But this year was definitely legit trophy hunting. And people will still say that I don't ever finish games, which is crazy. I mean, just look at your fucking screen, dude. 4,545 trophies in 2024, 102 platinums, and then obviously gold and silver, bronze. No one cares about those. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the good old PlayStation now. 185 platinums, by the way. Also, I want to say this in this video. At 200 platinums, I'm going to make my 200th platinum trophy Elden Ring. So I know a lot of you have been asking that and continue to ask for it, but it will come in maybe like a month or something, whenever I can get to 200. So I got to scroll down to Alan Wake. So this is the first game I did in 2024. Feels like forever ago. I honestly can't remember this game at all. So Alan Wake Remastered, obviously Alan Wake's pretty good game. I think this one was better than the sequel because I did the sequel pretty recently actually, and I didn't honestly love it. I like that this one was a lot more about just Alan Wake. So I'm gonna put Alan Wake Remastered into just the B tier. You know, I don't think it's honestly that like crazy good. Obviously, it gets a little bit stale because the entire game's combat is just pointing a flashlight at people. So, you know, it gets a little bit old, but B tier is pretty justifiable, I would say. Hitman 3, baby. Hitman 3 is a legendary game. So good that they still haven't even made a 4th one. I don't really remember too much about this game. I do love the Hitman games though. It's so unique, and the game has stood the tale of time, and it's been around for forever, and still people play it and love it. Make love to it even. I don't know. It's got a bald head. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna give Hitman 3 an A tier. Not quite S, because I do think that some of these were pretty annoying. Like these things right here sucked. So that's unfortunate. And then we didn't quite begin the Lego series quite yet. That was a little bit further into the year, but Lego Batman 3 I did do. Awesome game. I know I did a tier list video on all the Lego games, and if I give some of these Lego games a higher rating in this video than in that video, then that's simply because I can't remember why I hated them. I have very fond memories of the Lego games now that I look back on it. So I'm gonna give Lego Batman 3, I'm just gonna give it a B tier. I think that I had beef with this game because of something. I don't remember what it was, but I know I had something against this game. The Walking Dead game. Now, I got a lot of for this game because I gave it, like I said, it was super hard, even though like it's literally has 0 missables and all you have to do is beat it. But I did this entire game in pretty much 1 day. Okay, maybe a little bit more in 1 day, but I did it in a short amount of time, and it took pretty long to do actually, because I did like all the episodes or whatever. And I was a bit upset because you can actually get multiple platinums from this game if you just do the individual episodes as their own game, which I know is a possibility, and I just didn't do that, so that's unfortunate. But I'm gonna give this game a C tier. tier. I think that, you know, the Walking Dead Telltale game is pretty good. I don't know, I got kind of bored of it because I played it so much in such a little amount of time, which is, you know, why I got bored of it. So yeah, just put it into C tier. Job Simulator. I think I did this on my birthday or near it. Yeah, a little bit before it, but I bought a PSVR 2 for my birthday and I did this game right away for it. This game is so good, dude. I want to do a vacation simulator soon, but that game, the platinum is so much harder than this game, and like no one talks about that. The vacation simulator platinum is fucking hard to do. If you played it, you know why, but yeah, this game is pretty good. I'm gonna give Job Simulator an S tier, honestly. This is like one of the most perfect VR games in my opinion, and I think one of the most iconic ones, but you know, that's debatable. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Good God almighty, I want to cry just thinking about it. Yeah, no, this game was rough. I think that I listened to more music and podcasts than I actually did listening to the game's natural audio, because it was pretty much just a giant cleanup the entire time. I don't know how many hours it was, but it was a lot. It's typical Ubisoft open world BS. I'm gonna give it a C tier. Nothing too much to say about that game. I don't really like it. All right, and then we begin the Lego series. So the Lego Movie video game, one of the better Lego games. The second one, you know, everybody knows about the second one. Actually, they might not because it sucks, but this one, the original, pretty fun. Also, this kicked off the Lego series in general, which was, you know, one of my favorite series that we've done on the channel. That challenge was perfect. Loved it with all my heart. Wish we could have it again. I gotta give it an S tier, dude. I gotta give it an S tier. It started like literally the challenge thing on the channel, which is what we're doing now. So the Lego Ninjago movie game, personally, I didn't actually, no, I think I like this one a lot because the gameplay was so unique. Yeah, the gameplay in this game is so unique to a Lego game where a lot of them don't have it. So actually, I'm gonna give it an A tier. Not quite an S tier because I did think it was kind of short and a little bit, some of it was kind of bland, but the gameplay was great. There's like actual combat and different moves you could do, which is new for Lego games to have, you know, anything different about them. The Lego Movie 2 video game, D tier. D tier. This is like a hot piling, steaming hot stack of shit. I can't even speak. That's how bad this game is, bro. Lego Batman 2. So this is one of those games that's like actually really good, but the fact that it's a streamed game on the PS3 to the PS5, it just kind of makes it bad. And not in the sense that like you can't play it, because you definitely still can play it, but it just doesn't play the same. It doesn't feel the same. It's a little bit laggy. The trophies are delayed. It's low quality. See, look, we can't even load the trophies. What's going on? So just because of that, I'm going to give it a B tier. Obviously, this game is probably much higher than that. You know, we're not playing it on its natural port, which makes it lower quality, which is surprising since we're on a fucking PlayStation 5, but whatever, I guess. I don't make the rules. Lego City Undercover. This is one of my most favorite Lego games. I love making this video. The game itself is so fun. They also predicted a lot of real world events. If you know, you know. And it's like GTA, but Lego. Great game. S tier, baby. Beat Saber. Now, getting the Beat Saber Platinum is pretty hard. There was a few ways to cheese it, which I was unaware of that people have said to me in the comments since I posted this video. But never having played Beat Saber prior to making this video, it definitely made it much more of a challenge. I don't know, it's one of those Platinums. I think this is like one of the hardest ones I have in terms of difficulty, and it's valid, dude. I like felt like I was gonna die playing it because you just sweat so much, and it like literally hurts your like neck to stand up and look at a screen on the VR for like 8 hours straight. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a A tier. I would give it an S tier because the game is, you know, pretty much peak. Nothing else has really rivaled it in terms of what it is. But the fact that it hurt my body so much, I gotta bump that down a little bit. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game. Now, I got a lot of crap for this game because when I first did it, I kind of crapped on it myself. I don't know, something about it. It was another one of those PS3 games. Yeah, it was another PS3 game, which lowered the quality, and I didn't think it had as great quality to begin with compared to the Lego Batman 2 game, which are both PS3 streamed. So I'm gonna put this one in at a C tier. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. I think I did this to prepare me for the big ass Lego game that I did in the future, the Star Wars one, like the big one. But this one was kind of boring, and I don't really know why it exists. I think it was more just a cash grab when it came out, but it plays good, so I don't really have anything to complain about that. I'll put it in C tier as well, just because I don't really know why it exists, to be honest. It didn't need to. Lego Indiana Jones 2. This is probably one of my least favorite Lego games because, again, it's a PS3 streamed game, and also this game just like had a weird format, and it was kind of hard to figure out like what the hell like stuff was, for me personally at least. You know, still a Lego game, and I don't think it was quite as bad as Pirates of the Caribbean, so I'll put it into a B tier. Here we go. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. We can't even load the trophies. Damn it. No, but seriously, this game used to be one of the most suggested games I got when doing the Lego series. I think every single video, people were just like, please do this one, please do this one, please do this one. And it's valid, because this game is fucking amazing. Granted, it is an insane grind and super long, which kind of, you know, might deteriorate the experience if you want to think about it like that. Overall, it's a great game. I know I kind of gave it crap for being so long, but I'm still gonna give it an A tier right now because looking back on it and the whole process of making this video, such a fun time in my life, fun time for the channel and gaming in general. So yeah, Lego Marvel Superheroes. Honestly, I can't really remember this game. This one and the Lego Avengers game were both so identical that I really like cannot remember them. They feel the same in my brain, and I feel bad like saying a bad level of tier for this because I honestly like I just can't remember it right now. So I'm just gonna put it into a C tier. Sorry. Lego The Hobbit. I don't think I like this game at all. This game, was it a PS3 game? No, it was PS4. I don't feel like this one really had much quality to it. I know that Lego Lord of the Rings is apparently really good. I've never played it because that's not really available on the PS5. Yeah, I think I did this one. I don't think I enjoyed it at all when I was doing it. So I'm gonna put that in a D tier. Lego DC Super Villains. This game's pretty fucking fun. It had that feeling of Lego City Undercover, except with DC, you know, kind of just stuffed into it. So if you like DC and you like that game, this game's pretty fun. I don't know. I'm putting it into a B tier. I was gonna say A tier, but I honestly can't remember too much about it. I think one of the things I didn't like though was that you made a character, but then like never interacted with that character again, and it just kind of was there. So that was kind of dumb. Far Cry 3 Classic Edition. I think this is when I took a break from the Lego games a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. My only problem with it on the PS5 is that the controls were just like delayed because it wasn't really meant for the PS5 controller. I don't know what it was about this game, but the aiming was just like off. It just felt kind of weird, but the game is pretty fun and pretty easy to do as well. So I'll just give it a B tier. I was gonna give it a C tier, but you know, it is a good ass game. So put it into a B tier. Lego Bricktales, D tier. I'm not even gonna open it. That game sucks. Lego Marvel Avengers. Again, this was one of those games that I just said looked a lot like and felt a lot like Lego Superheroes because half the characters in this game are in that game as well. And the plots are similar as far as I know. I'll give it a B tier just because it's Avengers. I was gonna say C tier, but I love the Avengers, so I'm just gonna put it into a B tier. Then I platinumed the Batman Telltale game. A lot like the other Telltale games out there. Pretty fun. I think this one was a bit more enjoyable for me than the Walking Dead one because I actually like Batman and you know, I am Batman. So A tier. A tier. Goat Simulator. This game was actually surprisingly fun to do. You know, Goat Simulator is one of those games where it's just like kind of a silly game, really fun. This trophy kind of sucked though. Didn't take me as long as I thought it would because I, you know, got it 20 minutes after that one. But this is like the hardest one in the game, and it's honestly not that bad. So I'll put Goat Simulator into an A tier. Good game. Power Wash Simulator. Now I made this video before 2024, but they actually maybe I made it. I don't know when I made this video, but when I made it originally, it was broken because the dumbass developers had a glitch in it, which let you not finish the fucking game. And you didn't get trophies for finishing the game. So I came back later on. I actually got 2 videos out of this game, which is, you know, something. But I have beef with this game because I think it's personally boring. I know like the whole point of it is to like, I did play it in 2023. I know the whole point of this game is to like relax, but like I can't ever relax. So it kind of pissed me off. I'm gonna put that in a C tier. That game. This one was pretty fast. It was a pretty fast game. I don't know too much about this game. I forgot it, honestly. I think when I first played it, I kind of got bored of it because it was a lot like, I don't know what game it was like, but I don't know. It just wasn't exciting to me. And also they had a bunch of random characters in it. Like Dory was in this game. Why was Dory in this game? She belongs in Nemo World. What the fuck? So I'm gonna put this into a D tier, C tier, not D tier. It's not that bad. C tier. Lego Star Wars 2 or 3, The Clone Wars. I think I'm dyslexic. Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars, another PS3 game. And I got a lot of crap for, you know, dumping on this game, but come on, dude. It played so bad. I just can't with the PS3 stream games. Usually they suck. I'm sorry. They just usually suck. And it kind of is unfortunate. But the platinum was pretty freaking easy, I would say. I'm just gonna put that in C tier. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. This is like the first game from Marvel Superheroes, except it was worse. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Yeah, I don't know about that game. Lego Worlds. This was the last Lego game I did. Yeah, before I think that was just the last one. Yeah, I think it was just the last one of the challenge. This game, getting this platinum, oh my God, 62 trophies for a Lego game. There's no words to be said. This game, like getting all of these, I think I found a way to cheese these, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I didn't. I don't know, but there was a method to get these that sucked. It just took forever to do this. It literally took forever. This one right here can take me out back and, you know, take me out. I'm gonna give Lego Worlds a D tier just because of how much it tortured my butthole. So then we got onto the Ubisoft challenge, another very loved challenge on the channel, at least for the most part. Some of the games might not have been as loved as others in this challenge, but I had a fun time doing most of these games. We started off with Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, actually. This game is pretty fun. I don't know why it never really like took off, which kind of sucks. And it also had Shane from The Walking Dead in it, you know, or The Punisher, which is cool. So I'm gonna give that an A tier just for that. Assassin's Creed Rogue remastered D tier. Assassin's Creed. All right, moving on to Far Cry Primal. Now, I don't know why, but when I first played it, or when I played this and platinumed it for the video, I didn't really like it because I just don't really love the setting that this game is in. I'm just not a fan of that. Like, I like more modern gaming, you know, like realistic, not realistic, but like technological advancement, you know, like if I like I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna put this in C tier. I don't fucking know. Monopoly Madness, dude. This game was so random, but also really hard because every single trophy is literally just luck. It's just luck based. You just have to get lucky with whatever bonus you get. And I remember doing this and I was like, no way, it's just real. But it was definitely real, sadly. C tier. Not a great game, to be honest. And then I did Watch Dogs. I love the Watch Dogs games. They're some of the best games I think I've ever played, especially the best games made by Ubisoft. I think Watch Dogs 1 and 2, and you know, not Legion. Legion, we'll get to that one in a moment. But these first two Watch Dog games were peak. Like, I honestly love them. I'm gonna give this an S tier. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now, personally, I'll say it, I didn't like this game. I know that this one is, you know, one of the better games made by Ubisoft, but I just kind of felt like it was boring. You know, it was such an open world and you could kind of just do anything. You know, that sounds like fun, but at the same time, it's also kind of boring when you don't really know what the f***'s happening. So I'll give that a C tier. Far Cry 5. This is my personal favorite platinum I got in the past year, and that might have something to do with the fact that the video almost has 1 million views. But I think Far Cry 5 is one of the best games I've ever played. And, you know, I am a little bit biased because it's set in America, which, you know, being from America and living in America myself, I have, you know, obviously bias, as I just said. But this game, I think, is perfect. It's so fun, it's so good, and it's such like a reality that could happen, hopefully doesn't, that we're gonna put it in S tier. And yeah, go watch that video, get it to 1 million views, please. I love you. Okay, South Park The Fractured Butthole. I don't know why I did this one before the first one. I think, right? Oh no, maybe I did. Maybe, is this the first one? I don't know. Maybe it is the first one. I can't remember. These South Park games are kind of all the same. But this game is pretty funny. Obviously, it's South Park. It's also super like edgy, which I think is perfect for games. So I'm gonna give it an A tier just because it's not, you know, they didn't really hold back, which I think is great. The Crew 2. Fucking amazing game. I love The Crew 2, I think. I can't remember actually if I liked it or not. I think this one is a lot better than Motorfest, in my opinion. Yeah, I just don't know. Car games are fun. I always get for doing car games because I kind of suck at them, but like, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna give this one's rating of A tier. A tier for Crew 2. Far Cry 4. Now, this is another one of those older Far Cry games that, you know, worked, but also kind of didn't work, but did at the same time. And, you know, I don't know. I think the problem with this game was the online trophies, which thankfully I had a ton of you guys help me do them, and we got them done right away, which was awesome. But again, it's just one of those older Far Cry games that doesn't really have a great port. Like, the controls, again, they felt kind of off. So I'm gonna give it a B tier just for that. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction. This game was interesting. I think I was also one of the only people to ever play it because it just never, I think it was dead on launch. I don't really know why it exists. Trophies are also pretty hard. I don't really, this game's so like bland, I can't even remember what it's about. So I'm just gonna put it into a C tier. Far Cry New Dawn. Now this is the newest Far Cry game, I'm pretty sure. No, 6 is newer, actually, never mind. But this one came right after 5. I just left trophies. God damn it. I'm gonna go scroll back down. So yeah, this one came after Far Cry 5, and in my opinion, it's pretty much just a DLC. I guess it's a sequel to it, but they kind of just killed off everybody and just sort of like said goodbye to that universe of Far Cry. So I'm gonna put that in a D tier. I did not like this game. Assassin's Creed 2, D tier. I hate Assassin's Creed games. All right, so Steep. Should you be on my soft until I steep, baby? Let's go. I loved making this video. The video for this game was so much fun to make, and people loved it. This game obviously is hard. Like, it genuinely is a challenge to do some of those legend ranks in like different, whatever, I don't even know what you call it, like stunts. But yeah, this game's so fun. I had such a blast. It's also kind of nostalgic because it's so old, and I remember playing it, you know, for my personal enjoyment way back when in the good old days when I was a child. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an S tier. I think Steep deserves it. All right, The Crew Motorfest. I didn't really like this game. It was pretty much just The Crew 2, but with like less love. I don't know, it just kind of felt bad, dry, like your mom. So I'm gonna put it into a C tier. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, D tier. Assassin's Creed Revelations. I just had a revelation myself. These games all suck. D tier. All right, Watch Dogs 2. This is again, like I just said, the Watch Dog games are peak. They're so good. They're so fun. This one I think was even more fun for me personally than the first one because it was just more polished. So again, S tier, baby. Tom Clancy's The Division. I don't even know what to say. I have a bit of like a split opinion on this game because I personally loved the game. I loved making it. It's such a fun and unique game, but the video I made didn't really do too great, which was unfortunate. I thought it would do a little bit better. Sour taste in my mouth. But yeah, I love this game. I'm gonna give it an A tier anyway. Watch Dogs Legion, D tier. If I could remove a game from my life, that's the game I would remove. removed. All right, South Park: The Stick of Truth. Now I can't remember if this game came first than the other one. I honestly don't know. I think it did. I don't know why I did the other one before it, but yeah, okay. I don't know what's wrong with me, dude. I think it had a lot of missables though, which was kind of annoying, and I had to redo the game a little bit, which sucked, but I'll still give it an A tier. Far Cry 6. This was one of the only Far Cry games that I didn't really like. I just kind of felt like it, you know, was sort of dead. It wasn't really fun. Also, I think the fact that they had that one dude from Breaking Bad in it and just never showed him, except for in cutscenes, kind of made it even worse, but I'll give it a C tier. I don't want to give it a D. It's not that bad, but it's just kind of disappointing. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I actually like this game, you know, opposed to the other Assassin's Creed games, which I know is controversial because this game, a lot of people don't like, but I'm going to give it a B tier. Avatar game, I made fun of this game a lot. It's just kind of boring and dumb. I'm just going to give that a C tier. It's not anything special. Riders Republic. This is one of, again, I think one of my most favorite platinums I've gotten in the past year. I think this is a near perfect game. Obviously, getting the platinum nowadays sucks because the multiplayer modes are dead, and you did have to wait a very long time to get into a match, which, you know, it sucked and it was unfortunate, but this game is so good. I personally loved it. I'm gonna give it an S tier, baby. Let's go. I left trophies again. God, what is wrong with me? All right, Assassin's Creed 3, D tier. Okay, Zombie. Zombie was fun, and it's a little bit nostalgic looking back on it because I feel like I should have enjoyed this game more. I also did, you know, really struggle with it because I died over and over on the last trophy, which, you know, kind of was unfortunate. But this game is pretty good, pretty unique, and you know, British people and all that. So I'll give it an A tier. Assassin's Creed Liberation. Oh, this is the worst Assassin's Creed game by far, but we're only going to D tier today, so just another D tier. Assassin's Creed Origins. What was this game about? I actually can't remember this game. Did I do this one? I legit cannot remember this game at all. Okay, I'm tripping. D tier. I don't even know what that game is. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That one, I like this game a little bit better than the other ones because, you know, it's supposedly the best, I think. Just put it into a B tier. And that was it for the Ubisoft challenge. Shout out Unity for ruining it. You bitch. And then we're into the current challenge we're doing right now, which is the single player / just suggested games from people. And the first game I did in this challenge was Borderlands 3. Again, one of my most favorite games I've played. I thought this game was so much fun to do. And the movie was, you know, no comment. But Borderlands 3, I'm gonna give an S tier. That game is fucking fun. Resident Evil, the original. This game is older than I am. Fun fact, which made it very interesting to play, but surprisingly, it did kind of run good. It had that old school kind of horror game style, which, you know, was hard to get used to and pretty annoying. So I'm gonna give it a B tier just because of that. Crash Bandicoot, I'm pretty sure I lost the controller over this game. I think I definitely did. This game, I'm gonna give it an A tier. I think if you take out like the trying to get platinums in Crash Bandicoot, it's actually a really fun game and it's a classic. BioShock Remastered, this game is a classic again. I'm gonna put it into an A tier. I think I had a lot of fun. Yeah, the game story is also really good. Shout out Big Daddy. Love you, baby. Paw Patrol World. Man, this game is like, I think this is the hardest one I did all year. I'm not gonna lie. This game challenging. Do not attempt this. You will not finish it. It's literally one of the hardest games I've ever platinumed. So I'm gonna give it a D tier just because it's so hard. Mafia Definitive Edition. The original Mafia game, I think, is the best in the trilogy. Personally, I liked it way better than the second one, which I did make a video on recently. And yeah, this game is pretty much peak. I'm gonna give it an S tier. Ghost Runner. Now, Ghost Runner is interesting because it's obviously a fun game. You know, it's very unique, but it's also kind of hard because you just like can't die usually for most of the things. The trophies are pretty easy because you can kind of cheese a lot of stuff and, you know, quote unquote cheat as well, which is fun for us all. So I'm gonna put it into a B tier. Need for Speed. Now the Need for Speed game, it's like the live action one kind of. It was just kind of weird. Also, there's a daily challenge trophy that I had to wait like 2 weeks to get, which, you know, was unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm gonna give it a C tier though. That game's not great. Yakuza Like a Dragon. This game is pretty fucking good. I enjoyed it a lot. And also, it's apparently not the newest Yakuza game, which I thought it was, but I guess it's not. Just put in A tier. It's not, I don't think it's an S tier game, but it's definitely good. Saifu. Saifu is one of those games that's pretty fucking good as well. Very unique, and I think the developers of this are making a soccer game now, so that's interesting. I don't know why they're doing that, but I'm gonna give Saifu an S tier. Crisis Remastered. I don't know about this game. I do remember making this video though, because I got dumped on the phone making this video, which was an interesting experience. Put it in the C tier. I kind of went through a crisis at this time. Maneater. The Maneater Platinum is, again, one of the most fun I've ever done. It's one of the most laid back games to play. You're literally just a shark eating people. Peak, and also did it in 1 day, which is, holy shit, I did this in 1 day. Damn. I guess it only took 9 hours to get. Anyways, that game's good as S tier, baby. The Wolf Among Us. Now, I did this game because Minecraft Story Mode, when I first bought it, it didn't come. They scammed me. That was the whole thing. Good videos came from those, though. This game's interesting. I'm gonna give it a B tier. Minecraft Dungeons, pretty fun game. I love Minecraft, so I'm gonna give this an A tier right off the bat. It's just like Minecraft, and I think this is one of the games that actually did the whole like infinite round thing pretty good, you know, better than other games have in the past. Astrobot. Now, Astrobot actually won Game of the Year. I mean, it's a good game, don't get me wrong. I don't think it was the best one that released in the past year, but apparently somebody thinks it was. I'll give it an A tier still, though. Minecraft Story Mode, S tier. Does it have to be said? Does it have to be said? This game is the peak nostalgic Minecraft game. I think everybody watching this video either watched somebody play this or played it in themselves when it first came out years ago. And man, wasn't life just better back then? Shout out life when this game came out. I don't know when it came out, but it was better. Also, I did this on 9/11. Something got griefed on that day. Stray, you know, it's the cat game. I honestly didn't really like it. Also, I don't like cats at all, so D tier. Cats, I don't like cats. Police Simulator. This is one of the most random games I think I've ever platinumed because it's just like so odd. And I actually did have to think a little bit, especially with this one, justifiably arresting people. I definitely was not doing that. I'll give it a B tier. It's nothing crazy. Until Dawn, dude. Until Dawn was peak, okay? It's pretty peak. S tier. The original God of War. All right. So, I think I have beef with this game. The whole entire God of War original games that I did recently, I don't really think I liked many of them because they're actually pretty hard, but they're not bad games. They're just hard. And also there's lots of titties in them, which is fun for me, but editing, I have to, you know, cut them out, which is unfortunate. YouTube. Actually, no, this is the original one, right? Yeah. Okay, never mind. I'll give it an A tier. Spyro. Spyro is kind of just one of those games. It's like, you know, it's nostalgic. It's really easy to platinum because it's so simple, but at the same time, I thought it was a little bit boring because it is, you know, not really a high action game. So I'm just gonna give it a B tier. And then I did Alan Wake 2. Now, yes, I did on this game in this video, which I got kind of some hate for, but I don't know. Alan Wake 2, I just didn't like as much. Obviously, it looks better, plays better. I mean, it's newer and it has a story. I didn't really understand it, and I feel like we still didn't really accomplish much from after finishing it, so I'm just gonna give it a C tier. Little Nightmares 2, I did this and actually streamed this game on second channel. Now with the new year coming, I am gonna try and stream more on second channel. If you guys wanna watch, feel free to. I'll probably say this again in another video in the future. Selfless sellout, but Little Nightmares 2, I didn't think was as good as the first one, and it also was pretty easy, which is good, so that helped, you know, that makes me like it a little bit more. So I'm just gonna put it into, I'll put it into B tier. Nothing too crazy here, kind of mid in my opinion. God of War 2. I think this is the hardest. I'm pretty sure this is the hardest of the original God of War games, I think, unless the first one was harder. I don't really know, but I know that this one definitely upset me. I think that I also broke the controller on this, I'm pretty sure, the Challenge of Titans, and my thumbs might have bled after that. I don't know, but that was hard. So I'm gonna give it a C tier just because I, you know, rest in peace controller. And then I actually did Minecraft Story Mode Season 2. I don't really remember this one. I think it was pretty good. Oh wait, no, this one was the one where we went through like a bunch of different worlds and stuff. Yeah, okay. I mean, still, it's Minecraft Story Mode. Pretty fucking good. Good games. Fun videos to make as well. So W Minecraft Story Mode, S tier, baby. Let's move on. The Quarry. Now, I actually really like The Quarry. And yes, it is a lot like Until Dawn. Apparently, it's made by the same people, which I was not aware of. I thought that another company, you know, stole their idea. I don't know what's going on. It's so fun. S tier. The Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope. I didn't like this game at all. I thought it was kind of boring. D tier. Resident Evil 4. Another one of those games that's just like, good game. Fun video. This is a remake, obviously. S tier. Marvel's Avengers. Now, this is honestly, I'm gonna be real. This game is not as bad as people say. It's really not. The platinum is a grind as a grind can be. Do not get me wrong. The grind for this game's platinum is unreal. It takes forever to get. It also was buggy. I shouldn't say it is, but it was buggy. I don't think it's buggy anymore because I did it without any problem. But it also got banned, so I had to buy it online and all that, which made it more fun to get. I'm gonna honestly say S tier. I think this game is a lot better than people say it is, and I think getting the platinum is a really fun thing to do because it's so like rare to have nowadays with how, you know, gone and the game is. So yeah, S tier. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. The world's longest name for a game. It doesn't even show up on the trophy list. I mean, this game's a SpongeBob game. It's fun. I didn't think of anything too crazy. It was also kind of weird, like really cursed, like very cursed. So I'm just gonna give it a C tier. No offense, SpongeBob. Destroy All Humans. S tier. S tier. This game is so fun. I know I just made a video on the second one, which posted a few days ago, but dude, this video or this game and video are so good, dude. I love this game. Destroy All Humans, if you don't know what it is, you play as an alien and you just fly around killing people, and it's like funny as They have so many jokes in it that probably shouldn't be in the game because of like, you know, society, but I think it's a perfect game. God of War 3 Remastered. This is another one of those God of War games that was pretty torturous and I think hard. I can't really remember how hard this was. They all kind of blend together in my mind, but C tier. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 just came out, you know, this past like fall or whatever, and I think I was the 6th person ever to do it. Would have got it a lot faster if I knew about the damn XP bug and, you know, went to Little Caesars a little bit more, but you know, getting this platinum and grinding it was a challenge. It was fucking hard and it like kind of broke me as a man a little bit. I'm gonna give it an A tier. Crash Bandicoot 2. I didn't like this game. I'm gonna put that in C tier. Forspoken. I don't know who the hell told me to play this, but you're evil. And Taint We Trust. D tier. I hate Forspoken. Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor. Another one of those games that is perfect in my opinion. Also so good that they've literally copyrighted the mechanics of it so nobody else can do it or patented it or whatever, which is, you know, toxic, but who gives a f. This is a good ass game, dude. I want to do the other one soon. I was going to, but I just haven't got around to it. So I'll probably do that in the future, in the recent future, before 200 platinums. S tier. The Sims 4. I don't really know if I could rate this game because I did it you know, not so legit way, but it is what it is, and I'm gonna give it a B tier. Mafia 2. I personally didn't like Mafia 2. I thought it kind of felt like a worse version of the first game. It also had like a bit of a mid plot in my opinion. You know, the first one I just thought was way better, so I'm gonna give this a C tier. Dead Island 2. Peak game. S tier. We don't even got to talk about it, but we will. This game, if you haven't seen the video, so much fun, dude. It's a lot like Destroy All Humans in terms of the humor, but with a much better plot and story. Yeah, I think this game is perfect in my opinion. S tier. Lego Horizon Adventure. This is by far the worst Lego game in my opinion. I think this sucks. It sucks hot shit, actually. Nah, it's probably the worst one. D tier. Ghostwire Tokyo, a near perfect game as well. The plot was a bit confusing and also kind of just like odd, but the game itself is so unique. I gotta give it an A tier. Silent Hill 2. Them hills are silent though. This is like the game for schizophrenic people, so it's perfect for me. All right, I'm gonna give it an A tier. Dead Space. You know, Dead Space is fun. I feel like this game's been talked about so much that there's really not much to say about it. It's a good game. I liked it. Also got stood up on a date when I was making this video, which kind of sucks, so I'm gonna give it a B tier for that. Control. Now I just did. We're getting the platinums I pretty much just did. This is almost this month, but Control Ultimate Edition. You know, Control's fun. It's also got that same Alan Wake creator. It's in the same universe, I think. Kind of weird, but also not. It makes sense, but it also doesn't. So I'm gonna give it a C tier. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I got a lot of hate in this video for saying the names wrong of people, which I did on purpose. I don't know if you guys are like stupid, but I did that on purpose. Yeah, fun fact. I actually say stuff for jokes. God. D tier for Dragon Ball. God of War Ascension. I think this is the worst God of War game that I've played. The plot was so dry. It reminded me, I can't make that joke twice, damn it. I'm just gonna put it in C tier. All right, Star Wars Outlaws. This game sucks. D tier. D tier. All right, now we're in the last few games I just did. Metro Exodus, pretty good game. I don't know if it's quite S tier, but definitely A tier. This game's pretty freaking fun, and I'm actually really excited to play the other Metro games. I also thought this was the first one in the series. Apparently it's the last one. Who would have known? Not me. A tier, baby. Terminator Resistance. Now I did this game because a fellow ItsIlusion viewer asked. Shout out, man. I don't even know if he watches me anymore. He might. Hey, brother, if you asked for this game and you see this video, leave a comment so we know you're still alive. Anyways, yeah, this game was good. Nothing too crazy. Good game, though. I'm gonna give it a B tier. All right, Saints Row the Third. Now this is a good game. I don't really know if it's anything too crazy. It also like got kind of boring for me personally because I just kind of got like tired of the plot and the whole like trying to be funny thing. They were funny at the beginning, but at the end it was kind of like, dude, can I just get the platinum and get out of here? So yeah, I'm gonna give it a A tier. It's not actually that bad. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, and then the final game I just, oh no, there's two more actually, never mind. The Last of Us Part 2, C tier. I don't like this game. This game sucks. Destroy All Humans 2, the most recent platinum and final one of the year. S tier. What a great game. It's like Destroy All Humans except just more. And also there's a character with giant boobs in it, so that makes it even better. S tier, baby. All right, so yeah, that was all of the platinums for the year. Hopefully they came in at 103 in my counting or something. Somebody's counting wasn't wrong. I honestly don't know exactly how many I got this year, but according to PlayStation Wrap Up, it was 102. Also, shout out to the 2,000 friends. And by the way, I wanted to say this. I get a lot of messages on PlayStation. Like I bet if I look right now, I'll have quite a few. Yeah. So yeah, sorry if I don't respond to these. I don't really respond to a lot of messages on PlayStation because I get so many of them and I'm usually playing games. And I can't really friend anybody else because I got max friends. So I know some of you wanted a friend request from the Marvel Rivals video, but we're maxed out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'll have one more video coming out this year, and then we're going to start off next year strong with some more platinums. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys with more. Also, thanks for a huge year. We had an awesome year this past year trophy hunting, and yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.